Yeah, what's up guys? We just had the patch notes of the 8.4.2. The patch itself is not gonna run until like 5 p.m, like 6 p.m. European time. So I'll be streaming at that moment, but since this is going to be the video of today, I'll just be posting it like at a random time. So first of all, we have the dev notes, we already read that. This one, the Sakuna, we already did read as well. So let's look at the skills of the other units. I'm going to do a proper monster review the moment that we have the leader skills, base stats, and also the multiplier. So that will be a separate video. So this is just going to be looking at all of the patch notes, but I will be reading all of the skills as well. Interesting. We do have some of them are defense type, some of them are attack type, because I was a little bit afraid, like defense type in the end, most of the time we don't use that much defense type, and Gojo is supposed to be the most OP one. Like I started watching the anime, Gojo is like the fucking OP motherfucker. So let's see if he's the OP motherfucker in this one as well. So stun skill 1, 30% chance, probably goes up to like 50 with skill ups, I guess. That's also an important factor, skill ups. But let's see. Skill 2 always performs the attack that has an attribute advantage on the enemy target and decreases defense for 2. That's a Theomars. Like I'm looking at a Theomars that can stun right now, but then a fire Theomars. Okay. Once per turn offsets the damage taken. Oh yeah, we did see it in the video that he got hit and he didn't take any damage or something. Increase the damage you dealt on 50% if you get a turn without being attacked for 1 turn. Okay, could be a PvE unit. Like looking at this, I think it's more PvE unit than PvP unit, but could be decent in PvP as well, especially in Siege if you build it in a team where the elemental of the enemy's elemental things are never gonna hit you. So yeah, okay, could see that work, could see that work. Not necessarily calling it super OP, but could definitely see that work. So water one is the defense one. We did already see that. It has the strip one and the anti-attack bar reduction. Wind 1 also defense, skill 1 same thing. Skill 2 is going to be the same thing as the skill 2 over here, so that's once again the strip. Does have a skill 3, grants invisibility on your turn, then attacks all enemies to deal damage proportional to your defense and provoke them for 2 turns. Okay, invis plus defense. Okay, invis plus provoke. Not bad, not bad. Can see that work. Not super strong, but can definitely see that work. And we have the light one that has the strip as well. Then we have the, oh man, that's a wall of text right there already. Removes all harmful effects on all allies and attacks the enemies to deal proportion to your damage. The damage is increased up to 200% for the harmful effects removed. In addition, increase your attack by 20% when an ally receives a harmful effect while the skills on cooldown. Okay, okay, oh, wait. So, in addition, increase your attack bar by 20% each when an ally receives a harmful effect while the skills on cooldown. So if you make that thing on Swift, you use that skill. Damn, that's going to be pretty nasty, I guess. It's somewhat more of a bruiserish thing, maybe. Like, I'm not sure how long the cooldown on this, because the skill itself is pretty good as well. It's probably going to do quite some damage, but wow, that's... seems pretty strong. Seems definitely pretty strong. So then we have this one, which is the skill 2 with the attribute advantage. Then we have the domain expansion of 0-2 seconds. Attack the enemy, grant Oblivion for 2 turns, and stun them for 1 turn. Okay, and that's an AoE Oblivion. Not bad, not bad. We haven't seen too many AoE Oblivion, so this might be pretty interesting. Plus, it has a more interesting kit than an Isis in most cases, so this might actually be pretty strong. So let's look at the Itadoris. Itadoris, this one, is this the one that we already read? Yeah, this is the one with destroy max HP that we did already read. Let's see, all of them are 5 stars. No, wait, light is 4-star. The rest is all 5 stars. Doesn't make it easy to skill up because light 4-star doesn't help you that much. And all of them are tech based. So, okay. This one is attack the enemy 3 times. Ignore all damage reduction effects, same as them all. Attacks the enemy 4 times, so definitely a multi-hitter. With the first 3 hits, attacking leave a chance of branding. And the last hit also a destroyed HP. So this is a lot of destroyed HP kind of character. The following hit deals 20% more damage if you would do a critical hit. Okay. Ignores all effects that resist death. And when you attack on the enemy on your turn, the target cannot be revived. Okay, that's just... well, we see more units like that, but it's not too bad. But I also don't see it as too useful, I guess. Then we have the Wind one, which has same skill 1. Skill 2 is the same skill 2 as the skill 2 for the Fire one. And then the skill 3 is attacks the enemy to remove all beneficial effects, absorb his attack bar by 50%, and then lands a critical hit. Okay. You can build these things probably on high crit damage and then multi-hits kind of style, I guess. Light one could be interesting for 4-star Siege. There's also have the multi-hit on branding with the destroyed HP. It can definitely be... destroyed HP on Siege is definitely very strong. Oh, okay, I see this one right away. That is the counter to Vitra. Gains immunity against continuous damage and inability. Increase your attack by 50% whenever you resist a harmful effect. That's straight up like a Vitra counter right there. So this thing is 100% going to... We're definitely very strongly in a Vitra meta. And this is definitely going to be the Vitra counter because it's light, it's 4-star, it has multi-hits, and it just ignores continuous damage. So absolutely the Vitra counter right there. Let's look at the Dark one. Has the skill 2 of the Fire one. Skill 3, grants endure 1 turn on yourself and attacks the enemy with 4 times. So that's a lot of multi-hits on that one for sure. Will always land as critical hits. In addition, decrease your skill cooldown by 1 turn for each hit. That's 15% more of the enemy max HP. Okay, that is interesting. Well, you have to do 60% damage to actually lower this all the way down, but... Interesting. Seems pretty strong. Fushiguro, let's see what he has. I think we saw the one... Which one did we see for this one? Did we see the Dark one? I'm not sure. We saw one of the skills on this one, but let's see what we have. Attack the enemy, decreases the defense and attack power for 1 turn. It's okay. It's not that bad. Well, it's actually kind of loaded, but it kind of depends if it comes up to like 50% or so. Attacks the enemy, remove 1 beneficial effect, is 70% chance, and then absorb the attack bar. Okay. Attacks all enemies, remove 1 beneficial effect and decrease the attack bar by 50. Okay, kind of just a strip-ish support, while he's support located as well. Skill 1 is the same skill 1. Skill 2 is also the same. Skill 3 is grant invis on all allies, increase their attack power by 2 turns, and then attack power. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the one that we already saw. Then the light one is also a 4-star. We once again have the... Wait, do all of them have the same S2? That's kind of lazy-ish. I feel like they... Yeah, they all have the same... No, this one has a different S2. Interesting. Only Dark one has a different S2. Okay. So S3 is the same. Then we have this one. Decreases the duration of all beneficial effects granted on all enemies for 2 turns. Okay, that's just a strip, pretty much. After that, block them from removing harmful effects for 2 turns. Okay, I'm not too sure if we're going to see that too much in 4-star Siege, but this one feels a little bit more mediocre than the other one. Then we have the Dark one, attacks and stuns the enemy for 1 turn with an 80% chance, probably goes up to 100. Decrease the attack bar if the target already has a harmful effect. Okay. Also, domain expansion, attacks all enemies 4 times. The first hit removes all beneficial effects. Second, decrease the attack bar by 20. And then we also have a decrease by attack power for 2 turns. Okay. So that's the second and third hit. I'm like, where's the 3rd hit or the 4th hit? Okay, could be okay, could be okay. Well, it is a strip into an insta pushback, which is not too bad, I guess. It is countered by Hagen, but oh wait, it's actually a double pushback, so it's strip all. Well, that's actually not too bad. It is okay for a strip. Kind of depends like how his base speed is at. Or if this thing has like a speed lead or a good base speed, then it could be pretty interesting. Then we have the Nobara. Let's see, skill 1 is the Disturb Recovery. Okay, this one is the same one that we have seen before for the... I'm not sure which one they actually showcased before, but this was the one, random hits, and then for 1 turn each turn, and then the moment you have things already provoked, you provoke them up to 3 turns. Could be interesting. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be that great, but could be interesting. Attacks the enemy target 2 times to deal damage proportional to your max HP. Okay, that's HP type, makes sense. The first hit increase granting hit, and the second one, and the second hit resists the target's attack bar, or resets the target. I'm like reading resist. Resets the target attack bar. Not too bad. Kind of Carnal Cigar-ish kind of vibes. Might be doing more damage, but there's already a Carnal kind of doing this kind of stuff, but I guess it's more provoked focus, so let's see if that's any good. This is a different skill too, so attacks all enemies and prevent them from receiving beneficial effects for 2 turns with a 50% chance, increases the damage by 10% for each harmful effect. Granted. Okay. Attacks the enemy 3 times with each hit, grant them continuous damage for 2 turns and block them from having from removing harmful effects. Okay, just a debuffer, but attack type. I guess. Then this one has the hairpin nails thingy that's also with the provokes. Decreases your HP by 5% of... Wait, decreases your HP by 5% and HP of all enemies excluded boss by 15% if you have harmful effects on your turn. Okay, that's if you have harmful effects. Kind of weird-ish, but could be used in Siege for like... Yeah, with Siege I can see that like you provoke things, then you get a harmful effect and then you start doing that. Yeah, could see that work, this is the 4-star in this case. Let's see on these. We have that one is the same, that one is the same. Attacks 1 at target for 1 turn. Deals 40%. Ah, yeah, that's the one with the max HP target thing that we have seen before. These we have seen before, and then we have this. Attack the enemy 2 times. The first hit decreases defense for 3 turns. The second hit deals damage. Decreases by 100% if the target has 1 harmful effect. Okay, that's a nice... Could be a nice nuker kind of self-unit over there. And that could be a pretty interesting one. Okay, so we have those. They are not being used in the prelims for SWC 2024. That does make a lot of sense. I'm not going to go over which one of those I feel like is super strong right now. I think that I have some in mind that might be pretty strong. But as I mentioned, I think the multipliers are very important. Speed leads are very important, or any kind of leads are very important. Base speeds, we have seen in the video that Gojo has a base speed of 106. But if something has an awakening on base speed of Gojo, does it get him towards that... what's it called? Could it be that he is a base on 191 basely, or like normally? But it could also be that he becomes 121. So I think the one on the video we saw was the wind one. That one had 106 base. So could be a base speed awakening. Probably is not. But if you add a base speed awakening on top of that, he might be pretty darn fast. So let's see. We also have the sorcerer quest and the boss rush. They didn't really mention too much about the boss rush yet, like how it is working, what it is working. I think the boss rush personally is pretty interesting. The only thing is, how, like, you definitely want to use your Lauren, your Veromos, like those kind of typical units. However, on some bosses like PC, you do not want to use a Veromos and you do not want to use a Lauren, because every time those units hit the boss, they will give it a turn pretty much. So for that reason, it is curious to see how that whole boss rush is, but I think most people should be able to clear it relatively easily, so I don't think it will be that difficult in the first place. Then we have the Sorcerer quest. We have seen the same thing with like the Witcher collab and the AC collab. It's just like a bunch of quests. You just easily do them, and you just get a bunch of free rewards on that. Then we also have the Event Dungeon. Event Dungeon is also not that difficult. If you have not that many good units yourself, just choose all of the... collab units, and then just give all of the buffs towards the collab units. That's just by far the easiest way to clear all of that. We have Monster X. We also have them in the TOA stuff. Yes, we also have the SP summon. Yes, sir. Still not gonna get units on those unless you have like an insane amount of scrolls, but let's actually see. That thing is jittering and jumping. Oh, we have some new collab. Wait, this one is actually kind of cool. Which one do I like the most? I think I would like this one the most with the ghosts. That looks pretty cool. And then we have some Jujutsu Kaisen collab packs kind of things going in. Okay, and then we have some changes in just the wording. Yeah, it's just the wording. Okay, that's all there is to it. So it's mainly just the new units. They haven't said anything about the boss rush yet. Maybe it's just not that interesting that they're not going to say anything about it. Could be. But I would say that... yeah, looks pretty cool on the units. I think the units are pretty interesting. Let me know in the comments which of them do you think is most OP. And I will definitely be making a video, and I will be streaming it the moment the patch hits. And then I will also be making a video, of course, on like all of their base stats, multipliers, and then actually ranking them. I think I'll do a tier list in like a day or 2, 3 when I actually figure out like which one is actually good or not. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you as always in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more guides, join the Discord and check out the content tab, which has the dungeon guide archive and the video guide archive, which contains all of the guides that you need. Hope to see you there.